FBI searches Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence for classified nuclear documents. Elon Musk says the Tesla Model Y is set to become world's best-selling car. Europe faces worst drought in 500 years. Johnson & Johnson to replace talc-based powder. Cartels clash with Mexican police after major busts. Help from across EU rushes to France to battle huge fires.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It's Tuesday, August 15th, and here are your top stories. The FBI sought to locate confidential documents related to nuclear weapons in former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida. According to a source familiar with the investigation, the whole operation started with concerns about classified documents being removed wrongly by the former president. Even though it was said that 15 boxes of papers have been retrieved by the agents, the official has not confirmed any further details yet.
In light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter.
Soon after what Trump referred to as a raid, numerous Republican congressmen have cast the whole incident as malicious political persecution. The Department of Justice has reached an intolerable state of weaponized politicization, said Republican Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. The decision to seek a warrant was personally approved by Attorney General Merrick Garland. He reveals no further detail of the search. So far, Trump's legal team hasn't reached any decision on how to respond to the motion, though Trump has denied all wrongdoing himself.
Elon Musk has created a resoundingly successful business with his brand Tesla. From a sales perspective, Tesla is by far the most dominant electric crossover brand on the market. Musk has claimed that the Model Y is on the track to becoming the world's best-selling car in the near future. Speaking at Tesla's annual shareholders meeting, CEO Elon Musk addressed that the goal of Model Y becoming the #1 vehicle in overall sales worldwide will be accomplished in 2023.
If you do, nobody will buy it. So we had to prove those two things wrong. And then after we made the Roadster, they said, okay, sure, you can make some toy sports car, but you can't make a sedan. There's no way you could compete with the...
Currently, the Toyota Corolla is the world's highest-selling vehicle. About 1,150,000 were sold last year. In comparison, Tesla as a whole sold 936,222 vehicles in 2021. However, the sales volume of the firm is increasing rapidly. It's even more remarkable considering all the ongoing supply chain issues and how expensive these electric vehicles currently are. Once Giga Texas and Giga Berlin start running at full capacity, the Model Y quite plausibly will become the world's best-selling vehicle in terms of overall volume.
The drought, which is scorching much of Europe, is said to be the worst since the 16th century. A senior scientist at the European Commission's Drought Service has warned. Thousands of people have died in Europe this summer from historic heat waves that have fueled massive wildfires. The weather has been far from normal. As temperatures spike and flames scorch parched landscapes, intensifying heat waves have boosted the danger posed by wildfires, while wreaking havoc on crops and having a serious impact on the economy.
Around 60% of Europe and the UK is under drought warnings, driven by a combination of heat waves and lack of rain.
According to the European Drought Observatory, nearly half of Europe is under warning conditions, which indicates a severe drought and a major soil moisture deficit. An additional 17% of Europe has reached the threshold at which vegetation suffers, in some cases dying out or thinning. According to Sky News, Andrea Toretti, a senior scientist at the European Drought Observatory, said that the drought is on pace to be the worst in 500 years.
Johnson's baby powder has been sold for almost 130 years and became a symbol of the company's family-friendly image. Johnson & Johnson will stop selling talc-based baby powder globally in 2023. The drug maker said on Thursday, more than 2 years after it ended U.S. sales of a product that drew thousands of consumer safety lawsuits, as part of a worldwide portfolio assessment, we have made the commercial decision to transition to an old cornstarch-based baby powder portfolio. It said, adding that cornstarch-based baby powder is already sold in countries around the world.
The company faces about 38,000 lawsuits from consumers and their survivors, claiming its talc products caused cancer due to contamination with asbestos, a known carcinogen that caused them to develop ovarian cancer. But the company reiterated its view that decades of independent research has shown that the product is safe. Baby powder is used for preventing diaper rash and for cosmetic uses, including as a dry shampoo.
Cities along US-Mexico border have been in a state of unrest for several days due to several stabilizing factors related to local drug cartels. According to Vice News, Mexican authorities busted a meeting between the leaders of two important factions of the Jalisco New Generation cartel. 16 people were arrested during the sting, one of whom was rumored to be JNG's leader, Ricardo Ruiz. The notoriously hyper-violent cartel then retaliated terrorized public areas in Guadalajara, Irapuato, Solera by lighting cars, buses, and 25 convenience stores on fire.
Drug-related violence also broke out in Juarez on August 13th. Two rival cartels clashed in a local prison, which killed 2 and left 4 wounded. Afterwards, 11 people died and 16 were injured when unrest and violence spilled into neighboring residential areas. The government then responded by sending in hundreds of soldiers to the area to quell the violence. The next morning, at around 1 a.m., Army soldiers had arrested 6 members of the cartel. Juarez Mayor Cruz Perez then declared that order had been reestablished. During recent clashes, cartels targeted many private businesses, prompting retail group Antad to say, "We should not and cannot get used to this type of event. Mexico does not deserve it."
According to The Guardian, hundreds of firefighters across the EU have rushed to France to help battle what have been described as monstrous wildfires. Most volunteers have been stationed along a 40-kilometer area in the southwest. Early on Friday morning, German firefighters arrived to help quell blazes near Bordeaux, in an area that suffered from large forest fires just last month. In response, French President Emmanuel Macron tweeted, "Our partners are coming to France's aid against the fires. Thank you to them. European solidarity is at work."
This particular blaze is rapidly burning down large swaths of France's pine forest at never-before-seen rates. Due to this unprecedented destruction, firefighters from Romania, Poland, Austria, Greece, and Italy have showed up to assist 1,100 French firefighters, hard at work trying to save homes and natural habitats. Experts blame the severe destruction due to climate change and a year of extreme drought. A French state broadcaster reported that 56,000 hectares of forest have burned this year, which is 3 times the annual average. Although still under investigation, many believe that arson caused France's latest round of forest fires.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. Let's make every day a fun day. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I will see you next time.